Hey guys, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review of the Iron Cross HD Series push bar front bumper available for your 2015 and up F-150. I'm going to talk about a few basic topics here in this review of the Iron Cross front bumper, basically what you can expect as far as operation or functionality, what you're going to be looking at when it comes time to materials and construction, and then finally a quick little walkthrough of the install. And one of the nice things about the bumper like this from Iron Cross is that there is no modification needed. Bolts right onto your F-150 using some pretty standard hand tools, so let's call it a 1 out of 3 on the difficulty meter with a little bit more detail coming up later on. So the push bar front bumper here from Iron Cross should appeal to any F-150 owner out there looking to ditch the basic factory chrome or painted bumper in favor of something that's going to provide a whole lot more protection over that factory bumper, and it's going to give you some functionality benefits as well thanks to the winch mount and recovery points. This thing is also going to pack some auxiliary mounting locations when it comes to lighting, and it's also just going to provide a flat out badass look. So with that said, let's get a little further into this bumper. The HD series of bumpers from Iron Cross is their most popular lineup by far. They offer it for pretty much every truck out there, and they're going to give you a few different configurations when it comes time to buy. First and foremost, they have their base HD, a no frills bumper, gonna be the most affordable, and it's gonna be a great entry into the steel bumper market. Next on the list is the guy I have here, their push bar option. Basically, you're getting this bull bar over top of the bumper itself, a little bit more protection, another spot for some auxiliary lighting, a little bit more money, but not much over that base bumper. Finally, you have the HD full guard bumper from Iron Cross, half bumper, half brush guard. It's gonna be the ultimate in protection. Gonna cost you the most, as you might expect, because you're getting the most materials, but ultimately it's the best way to go if protecting your truck is the #1 priority. Now guys, all three of these options are available here at AM. You can check them all out. Feel free to do so to compare, contrast, and make your decision. Now, even though there's subtle differences between those three bumpers I just talked about, they're all gonna share pretty much the same overall construction when it comes to the base here, and that is very durable, very tough, 10 gauge steel plating, all hand welded, CNC laser cut, and all hand built in the USA. Now guys, all of these bumpers are double welded both inside and out, and that's just gonna mean a very solid construction overall. And believe me when I tell you, these things are built like a tank. Iron Cross finishes all of their HD series of bumpers off in this very attractive textured black powder coat. Got a bit of a gloss to it, so a little bit of shine, but it does look really good here in the shop. And if you should ever need it, all of these bumpers are backed by the Iron Cross limited lifetime warranty. Now guys, as far as functionality is concerned here, well, this thing is packing a lot of it. Every one of the HD bumpers is equipped with a winch mount built into the front. 9,500 pound winch will fit easily up front here. Iron Cross even says you can squeeze a 12,000 pounder up front if you'd like. Now this is a great thing to have, especially if you plan on doing some off-roading, because if you ever get stuck or in a tight spot, a winch will definitely save the day. Going a little further with the winch mount area here, Iron Cross also features an interchangeable 2-inch receiver plate that's gonna give you some flexibility when using this particular area. For instance, guys, you can throw a class 3 hitch up front here, might make moving a few trailers around the yard a whole lot easier. You can even stuff a removable winch mount up front as well, so if you don't feel like having the winch up front at all times, this is a nice option to check out as well. And again, it's just gonna give you some versatility here with this bumper. Now that pretty much covers the winch portion here with the HD bumper, but if you move a little bit over, you're gonna find these two extremely burly D-ring mounts, double welded, very thick steel plating. Again, just a really nice thing to have on your side if you do plan on doing some off-roading, because this is gonna be a great recovery point with some shackles if you wanna go that route, and it also makes for a very tough look as well. Just a heads up guys, Iron Cross does not include the shackles with this bumper, so you have to pick those up on your own if this is the route you wanna go. But let's get to the most unique feature here with this particular bumper from Iron Cross, and that's this 2-inch push bar or bull bar or whatever you want to call it. It's just going to add a little bit more protection for the front end of your truck, mainly the grille area, but in my opinion, it's a perfect spot to throw some auxiliary lighting. I've seen guys throw fog lights or spotlights on top of this bar. I've even seen guys throw light bars in between the bar itself and the bumper. So again, you have a lot of options with this bumper itself in addition to the protection benefits. And while we're talking about lighting, let's finally point out that the Iron Cross HD bumper does feature these two 4-inch recessed light cutouts that you can squeeze a number of different options in. Unfortunately, the factory rectangular fog lights will not fit in there. Those don't really do a ton for you anyway in the light output department. So with that said, you can find a number of different 4-inch LED options out there, both on the site and in the aftermarket. On the topic of price, guys, the Iron Cross push bar option is going to tax you for just north of $1,000, which really isn't all that bad in the land of steel bumpers, especially when you compare them to the likes of ADD or Rogue. Now, of course, tricking this thing out with a winch or some fog lights might add to the price, as you would expect, of course, but overall, this is a very good starting point in the land of steel bumpers. All right, guys, let's talk install, and there's some good news and bad news here with this bumper. The good news I'll start with first. Very straightforward. No cutting, no permanent modification needed when it comes to getting this thing onto your rig. They include some new brackets, 1/4-inch steel plating brackets, very solid stuff, along with some brand new hardware, which should help you get the job done. As for the bad news, this thing is heavy, so grab a buddy, hell, grab 2 buddies, because you're gonna need it when it comes time to bolting this thing up. Doing it by yourself is just gonna be stupid, guys. Don't do it. Grab a friend and thank me later. Now, overall, expect a very simple install again, just basic nut and bolt stuff. So 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or 2 from start to finish before you're all said and done. All right, guys, the Push Bar HD front bumper from Iron Cross is a very well-built steel bumper option that's gonna be a massive upgrade over your factory bumper in materials alone. However, factor in those extra goodies like the winch mount, like the D-ring mounts here, and the auxiliary lighting options, and you got an affordable option for anybody out there who is interested in some more protection both on and off-road. So that's my review of the Push Bar bumper from Iron Cross, which you can find right here at AmericanMuscle.com.